like is louder than the music. All right. So yeah, we're gonna focus on the fundamentals. Why do we focus on the fundamentals? Because again, this program is for all fitness levels. So if you're a beginner, this is a great place to learn what you need to be doing. If you're intermediate or advanced, this is a great place to solidify that which is going to give you the most bang for your buck. Um, so again, this is going to be personalized for me, but it's going to work for anybody. And you'll see how, because this is gonna also align with a nutrition program for myself. And the nutrition, well, you'll see what I mean. But the nutrition is gonna be one of the main ways that it will be customized for you. So first and foremost, like I said, we're gonna focus on the fundamentals. The goal, actually, and the goal is to get. All right, we can stop. We can stop all capsing now. Is to get is to get really, 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 really good at the main fundamentals of exercise. Nice and simple. Um, what are the fundamental movements? So the way I like to build programs is thinking about all the fundamental movements and including that into the program. That's essentially going to be the building blocks upon which we expand on. Again, to my viewers that are here in the live stream, feel free to ask questions or give comments or even suggestions, tips. I'm here for it all. So real quick, I want to just list out what are the fundamental movements. What are they? I will tell you. Let's give some numbers here. Now, different people will kind of have different ideas on exactly how many. Some people say 6, some people say 7, some people will even say 8. But my goal is to keep this really, really, really simple. So, okay, and also I'm gonna get into exactly what each movement is, as you know, in the future. Uh, but for now, we're just building a program. That's it. So we need some upper upper body push. That's a fundamental. Actually, I'm gonna put it in order. I'm actually gonna order it based on somewhat on priority. So squat. Squat is the number one main fundamental for human movement. Uh, Squatting, essentially think of squatting as sitting down and standing up. Of course, there's various ways to do that. Each fundamental movement, every exercise is going to be derivative essentially of each fundamental movement. So, boom, 1 is squat, 2 is hinge. Okay, and I'm going to actually give an example right here. So, of course, the squat. We'll say goblet squat. Okay, boom, that's an example of a squat. Okay, hinge. The classic example is deadlift. So if squatting is sitting down, hinging is essentially pulling your hips back to shift your body weight backwards. Not getting too into teaching it all. This honestly is gonna kind of be an outline for what I'm gonna teach you guys. But yeah, so we're gonna squat and we're gonna hinge. And I'm gonna put lunge. Yeah, I'm gonna put lunge. It can get kind of weird in terms of that lunge, but I like to consider it a fundamental. So we're gonna put that. There's a lot more subjectivity in this stuff than you may think, and this is one of those situations where it's a little bit subjective. So we're gonna put that, and I love reverse lunge as one of the fundamentals. 4. Now let's hit upper body. We're going horizontal push. What is horizontal push? It's pushing things away from you horizontally. That's simple. Horizontal push, and the classic example is this push up. I'll put another example here, bench press as well. Okay, boom. Simple, simple, simple. Next we have vertical push. All right, so you see there's 2 pushes here, horizontal, vertical. Right, vertical push, of course, is pushing up vertically, and that we're gonna put overhead press. Boom. 6. Pulling. There's horizontal Sorry, horizontal pulling. An example of that is a seated row. Okay, think rowing, row your boat, right? Pulling a row, horizontal pull. 7, we're gonna go with vertical pull. Classic example is pull-ups. Now these exercises, most of them are gonna be in this program, but some of them I might not. Like pull-ups and overhead presses, those can get a little bit iffy if depending on what your shoulder mobility is. Um, then there are other like miscellaneous things like heavy carries, rotational force, core training, things like that. I'll get into that when we get into writing the program, which is gonna be soon. Now, the next thing that we gotta consider when we write a program is thinking about the volume. Now, so a little bit of my background: I've been a personal trainer for almost 8 years, and I have been certified for the majority of that time. About 7.5 of that years. So in that time, I've learned a lot of things, a whole lot of things, and this stuff is important because the more people learn about fitness, sometimes the more they complicate it. And like I said, my goal is to make things really, really, really simple. So, some important concepts to consider, important stuff to consider. Uh, the main thing to think, one of the I guess the main contributing factor towards achieving results, regardless of whether you want to maintain, build, shrink, whether it's physical, mental, whether it's about body composition, no matter what, whether it's about performance, movement, mobility, stability, rehab, the number one concept to consider is consistency. Consistency is extremely, extremely important. We're gonna bullet point these. The way the body works, it just has to be consistent. Personally, so I'm actually gonna put this as another goal. Is so we're gonna do it like this, and we're gonna bullet point that. Be consistent. So actually, I'm gonna take this away. Now, a good goal is specific, measurable, attainable, relevant, and timely. I'm not getting too into the nitty gritty of what all that is, but long story short, what's really important for me is that I'm consistent. I want to work out 3 to 4 times per week. Okay? Boom, nice and simple. All right. My personal goal is simply to do it. Okay, that is the whole reason why I'm doing this. A lot of people exercise for their own mental health, and again, to really reap the benefits of that is to be consistent. Being consistent is something I struggle with in general in life, and this is one of the best ways to build said consistency. So yeah, so that's the main goal, is to be consistent. All right. I want to consistently hit all the fundamental movements with enough volume to see change in my body. So yeah, so 3 to 4 weeks is enough of that. Speaking of volume, let's get into that. Let's get into what we're gonna do. We're gonna keep it here. We're gonna put goals. So the first thing that anybody's body really needs, if we're training our muscles, we are working on if you're moving, it's your muscles, right? Whether you're really worrying about the size of the muscles or whatever. So this program, at least this phase of the program, and this program is going to be in several phases, spanning out actually over a period of several months to even a year. But we'll start small. Um, the beginning phase of a good program, a good one, always starts with building the endurance. You have to prepare your body to be able to do to really push and work hard, right? We all know we do have to push. We all know that we have to work hard. However, sometimes our body and our mind are not even ready to do those things, to push and work hard. So this program in the very beginning is going to build endurance, okay? Build endurance, right? And that is specifically, I'm talking about muscular endurance, right? Cardio is part of it, but when it comes to cardio, do fun. For me, it's go do fun stuff, go take walks, just like move your body. More about that later. But we're building muscular endurance. Now, I was mentioning before about my certifications. One of the certifications I'm in the process of studying is a bodybuilding certification, and it really gets very specific on changing what the muscles do and how they act, and changing composition and all that. And what and that scope allows you. And this is not just in bodybuilding. This is in general. So I'm not even going to talk about too much about the bodybuilding stuff. But essentially, again, you want to start off with endurance. Studies have shown that high volume is how many sets you do, how often you do the exercises, how many reps and sets, and for how many days that you do them. Uh, Essentially, it's going to be 12 to 15 reps in general. All right, some things will be a little less, some things will be a little bit more, and a program doesn't necessarily have to be super rigid. It can be, you can kind of flow. It's more of a guideline. As so long as you hit certain prerequisites, you can change up various factors of of your of your program. So building muscular endurance is the meat and potatoes of it all, right? And that comes from doing sets of 12 to 15. Oh, not 115. Oh my goodness. Good luck with that. Sets of 1 to 15. Um, let's do it like this. Sets of 1 to 15. No, we're gonna do it like that. Hitting each muscle group at least 2 times per week. That's simple. It can be really simple. Essentially, uh, now the question may be how many sets of everything we're gonna do here. Um, you want to do between. For me, what I'm gonna do, and again, for me, and you can kind of customize it for yourself, and I can help you with that. So just hit me up if you ever want help with that. But ideally, between 16 to 20 sets per week of each movement is going to be useful. So the idea is to disperse it in a way that allows, again, consistency and allows your body to recover from the work that you're doing. So as I build this program, we're gonna really see what that how we're gonna do that, right? We're looking for 16 to 20 sets of each thing. Uh, so yeah, so honestly, let's get right into it. Um, the first thing I want to do is now me, I plan to exercise 4 times a week. Okay, I plan to work out 4 times a week. That's just how I like to do it. You know what? Don't want to do a 3 time. I'm gonna do a 3 time a week program. Personally, I'm probably gonna exercise. I'm probably gonna lift 4 times a week. Uh, uh, I'm trying to think if I want to make it a 3 time a week. Yeah, we're gonna make. I'm gonna do this 4 times a week. So there'll be another day. This one's gonna be for me, but I'll show you guys one day how to do a 3 time a week program as well. Um, so yeah, so now we got to talk about what about the split. Uh, upper, oh, upper, lower, lower, upper, lower. Boom, nice and simple. Essentially, we're gonna do it like this too. So we're gonna do it like a Monday, we're gonna put it in a week. Let's see if I can insert a table here. Insert. Oh, ooh, I see what they're doing here. Oh, that's nice. All right, so I'm just gonna do it like this. Upper, lower. So this is gonna start on Monday, okay? So we'll do it like this. We'll go Monday. M is for Monday, upper. Tuesday, lower. Wednesday, rest. Thursday, upper. And you guessed it, Friday, upper. Saturday and Sunday, we rest. Boom. Just like that. Okay? So this is our split. Can I name the table? Is that possible? No. We'll leave it like this for now. Split. All right, nice and simple. Monday through Sunday. Okay, upper, lower, up, rest, upper, lower, rest. Let's color code it for fun. So upper. Wait, something's not right. Upper, lower, upper, lower. Uh. We're gonna color. Let's make upper red. No, upper doesn't feel red to me. Blue. Upper body is blue. Lower body is green. Rest days are black. That looks horrible. Forget it. We're making it all black. I'm sorry. Also, when the music stopped. Hold on. Let me fix the music. We'll just start from the beginning. All right. Okay. So, now, maybe I do want to color code these. I just really didn't like those colors. No, we're not. Okay, I trust you guys. I believe in you guys to be able to tell the difference. So now let's look at Monday's workouts, shall we? So this could be the header, keep it a buck. Can I? Oh, good. Okay. So maybe we do. Hold on, y'all. Let me just mess with this for a second. Table properties. Row. Pin header row. I really I don't want to get too bogged down by the aesthetic of it, to be honest. Also, Yeah, we'll do it like that. We'll start with upper. So now here's something cool. You might notice there are two, yes, three. Uh we're gonna mush this together, lunge into squat and hinge. But essentially, as you can see, there are two main movements for lower, and there's push for upper, and there's pull for upper. So we're simply going to split it, right, into push, pull, right? You might hear people say push, pull, legs type of program. This kind of is like another way you can think of it. So upper, okay. Now we're gonna get into the nitty gritty. Um, like I said, I want this to be something that anybody can do. Uh, damn. Warm ups. I should talk about warm ups. Nah, we're gonna add that later. We're gonna keep this simple, and just put it. And we're just gonna put what lifts to it. What are the fundamental movements that we're gonna be doing here? Oh, what happened? Okay, we're back. Um, so yeah, so upper pushes, right? So remember, the goal is to do 2 sets per week of each fundamental movement. Not 2 sets. We're gonna hit each fundamental movement twice per week. Okay. In fact, let's write this down. Let's talk about volume. 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 We're going to hit each movement twice per week. Each movement twice per week. And we're gonna do four. Hold on, I gotta just do math. Give me a second. 4, 8, 4, 16. Yeah, okay. So we're gonna do each fundamental movement 4 times. Sorry, y'all. This is the part. This is the part where I have to do some math. I just gotta think for a second. 4. Yeah. Essentially, we want to be doing each. We want to hit each movement 16 times a week. 16 sets in a week. So if we're taking upper push, we're essentially doing 16 sets of exercises. Okay. I think I did that right. I might be wrong on that. Just give me a sec. We might not get too involved with that. So let's just start with the fundamental movements. So first upper body movement we're gonna look at is good old bench press. Okay. Now equipment. We got to talk about equipment. Technically, you can reach your goals without any equipment. Equipment is nice to have, right? The more tools we have, the more stuff we can do. So I have access to some dumbbells. I have access to a gym, so barbell, all those things. Now, if you don't have that, first off, hit me up. If you need help, I can help give you some replacements. For instance, push-ups are a great substitute, of course. Push-ups are actually going to be part of my warm-up, but like I said, I'm not going to get too into warm-ups quite yet. Okay, trying to keep it simple. So there's bench press. All right, that's one of the main things we're focusing on. Now remember, we're pushing. Okay, this is upper body pushing, so we got to think about it. Bench press is pushing horizontally, right? You're laying down, but you're pushing horizontally. Okay. An upper body push is going to have overhead press. Okay. Now we're doing this. We're doing 4 by 12. Okay. 4 by 12. Now, a program is more than just 1 week, and next week we'll I'll probably do another stream where we update the program, and I'll probably build it week by week or month by month. Again, I'm kind of playing this by ear, so I don't exactly know how I want to do that yet. But uh, yeah, bench pressing. Um, we're hitting 4 by 12 here. Okay. Uh, so remember, we want six. I'm not. Sorry, I'm like starting thoughts and stopping them because I don't want to get too bogged down into the details. Uh, but let's do two different exercises for each movement. So there's bench press 4 by 12. There's overhead press 4 by 12. Um, I'm gonna kind of think of this also a little bit as a bodybuilder. So, uh, so we're gonna do that's why I didn't talk about planes of motion. I'm trying to think of how detailed I want to be with this because, like I said, I really want it to be simple. Um, yeah, so we're gonna keep it simple, but we're gonna add some more pushing. We love flies, so I'm going to be doing some. Yeah, we're gonna hit some dumbbell, some raises. So yeah, so we're gonna also include some dumbbell front raise. Now, bench press can be done with a barbell, dumbbells, kettlebells, or various other tools. I'm going to be kind of switching around between dumbbells and barbell. Uh, Again, we're crossing that bridge when we get there. Everything we're doing is 4 by 12, by the way. So I'm going to just erase this now. Split. It's 4 by 12 on everything. Okay? So keep it simple. So we're doing dumbbell front raise. We're doing dumbbell lateral raise. You honestly only really need like 4 exercises, especially just starting out, um, per like in terms of main exercises per day. Like I said, there's like warm ups. Now, this is not going to be the entire workout. This is just kind of the resistance part of it, the weights, so to speak. But this essentially covers all the bases, right? We're pushing again, vertical push. A vertical push or horizontal push. Uh, Dumbbell lateral raises and horizontal and front raises are their pushes. They're kind of like horizontal pushes. They're kind of like in between. Uh, but essentially, that's like, is that enough? I feel like I think I want to add. I think I want to add a little bit more. We're gonna hit that chest a little bit more. So I'm gonna also put some incline press. Okay. Um. You can do now depending on what level you're at and how much volume you can handle. I would say you can do incline press, or overhead press, or both. Depending on mobility and things like that. I need higher levels of volume, so I'm doing both. But that's pretty much enough of that. Okay. Next, let's go to lower body because my ADHD's kicking in and I'm I'm ready to be done. So we're gonna do squats. Good old squats. Now, like I said, this is gonna be for all fitness levels. We're gonna put goblet squats here. Goblet squats specifically. I think in the very beginning, I'm not gonna get under the bar. I'm not gonna do too much barbell stuff because, yeah, in fact, to make it beginner friendly, I'm not gonna do too much barbell stuff unless I feel like it on my own. For deadlifts, I'm probably gonna do that, but you can definitely use other modalities such as dumbbells and kettlebells. Um, so yeah, uh, so we have we have goblet squats. So lower body, right, is gonna be mostly squat stuff, and we're gonna throw in a little bit of lunging in there. So goblet squat is there. For a lunge, we're gonna do split squats. Okay, there's various versions of a split squats, of split squat. So we're just gonna put that in there. I'm streaming. So yeah, goblet squat is gonna be there. Split squat is a part of it. Split squat I will put in the lunge category. I'm really trying to make this as like minimal need for equipment. Like you can do, like instead of bench press, you can do push-ups. So I'm gonna actually put that push-ups. Okay. You can also do push-ups. That's like a substitute. In fact, let's do it like this. Yeah, you can do goblet squat. You can do body weight squats. There's a lot of different things you can do. Um, but like I said, I'm building this program for myself. So I'm probably not. I'm probably gonna just. I'm honestly, I know myself. I'm gonna be doing barbell back squat. I'm gonna be doing barbell back squat. I'm gonna write goblet squat in here, just so that you can copy off of it. But I might be doing barbell squat. Might be doing some barbell back squat as well. Split squat. I'm just trying to think. So planes of motion, I haven't really touched on that yet. But essentially, planes of motion have to do with the direction that your body is moving in. So in terms of lower bodies, squatting and split squats are essentially your body's moving back and forth. Staying up and down is kind of in the same plane. I'm not gonna get too complicated, but also moving sideways is useful. So we're gonna put side lunges in there, and I want to put one more thing. I'm trying to avoid machines in here. If you're on your own and if you don't have equipment, again, you can hit me up. There's other things that you can substitute in here. Personally, I'm going to be putting leg press. I love me some leg press, and I am doing leg press on both lower body days. So yeah, leg press is a good one. Then we're going to rest. Yay, just chill out. Well, next. Yeah, I guess this program is gonna kind of be a little dependent on equipment. If you want me to help you build a program that does not require equipment, hit me up. If you want me to do a video like this of a workout with no equipment, just comment below on YouTube or Instagram or wherever you see this, and I'll do it for you. All right, cool. So we're halfway there. Next is going to be pulling. So we're gonna write this. We're gonna go upper push. We're gonna squats. All right, this is upper pull. So I'm gonna put pull-ups in here. Lat pull down is another great option, and I will be doing that sometimes. Sometimes I'll be doing both, to be honest. Seated row. Actually, we're gonna go with a move called lawn mowers or bent over row. Lawn mower. I'm trying to upper body stuff. You don't necessarily need as much equipment. Pulling, it's kind of tough. Pull-ups, lawn mower. We're gonna throw some reverse flies in there to hit the shoulders. Right, you can think of also pulling exercises as back. It's back day. Upper push is chest and shoulders. Upper pulling is back day. Right, so reverse flies, we're hitting the back of the shoulders. That's kind of shoulders too / back. Again, don't get too bogged down by the semantics. I'm actually gonna add some arm action in here. So we're gonna be doing bicep curls and some triceps stuff. Bicep curls, and we're gonna do some tricep work too. Not tricep. We're just gonna make it simple. Bicep curls. All right, next is going to be my favorite lower body pull. I love deadlifts, baby. My favorite exercise. So we're definitely doing some big heavy deadlifts here. There's lots of different ways to do leg press. So we're actually putting leg press again. We're gonna do it in a different style than in the squat day. So just know that. We're gonna also hit some reverse lunges here. And again, I kind of want to move. We got to move side to side. We got side lunges in there already, so like probably should put something else. The thing is, my lateral movement is gonna be during like warm ups and stuff, like single leg action. Um. Mm, Sorry guys, I'm just thinking again how I want to do this. Yeah, I'm not gonna get too into different planes of motion right now. Warm ups are a great way to kind of check those boxes, but we're not gonna do that. We're just gonna do simple split here. Um, and like on other days, I'll give you guys like more. We'll go more into detail on like building the warm up and stuff like that. Yeah. So any basic moves that I didn't really hit that I kind of want to hit. I would love to put kettlebell swings in here, but I don't have a kettlebell. But I mean, I'm going to the gym anyway. You could do 3.5 squat, single leg deadlift. That's gonna be part of warm up. Reverse lunges, leg press. I might keep it like this to be honest. Sprints. I might put sprints in the mix to be honest. No, I'm trying to keep this beginner friendly, right? So sorry guys. Oh, calves. How could I forget calves? We gotta put calves in the mix. Oh my goodness. Calf raises. Alright, cool. We'll leave it like that. Again, this is really simple. This is like not the craziest, most advanced workout. This just kind of pretty much just checks almost every box. Um, Warm ups and cool downs are a great way to like kind of hit certain aspects that you didn't hit yet. But in terms of main muscle groups and main movements, that's where we're at. Now, you may notice I didn't really add core exercises to any of this stuff. Core is definitely a very important part of it. Um, you can even do core on like one of the rest days. I personally rather do core, just sprinkle core into each day. Uh, that's gonna be another video. I just want to put like a basic program. I guess what I will do is put the last thing I'm gonna put is kind of what kind of basic warm up stuff that I essentially do every workout, no matter whether I'm doing upper or lower body. You know what? No, it's gonna be a video for another day. So this guys, this is pretty much it. You rinse and repeat. Uh, Stick around and tune in as we extrapolate on this, right? Because I still have to cover warm ups. I still have to cover core exercise. I still have to cover flexibility, mobility, movement. There's definitely a lot. But if you just want to get in and go, right, and at least have some semblance or some idea of like what what exercises to be doing, if you start off following this, you're definitely going to be going in the right direction. This is typically how I program most of my clients um, before we get specific with it. So, yeah, thanks for tuning in, y'all. I'm going to take a little break, probably go eat, and then come back and play some video games. But this is definitely going to be on YouTube. Definitely hit the like, the subscribe button on whatever freaking form. Nowadays, there's all kinds of short and long form media. So yeah, so really follow for that. Definitely, I highly recommend subscribing on YouTube. So if you're here on Twitch right now, thanks for being here on my live stream. If you're here on Instagram or TikTok or whatever, Definitely hit the link in bio to check out my YouTube channel. And if you're here on YouTube, of course, right? Thanks for being here already. Hit that subscribe button so we can build this. The idea here is for me to build up myself, yes, right? This program is going to help build up my fundamentals because you can never go wrong on fundamentals. But I want this to be something that you can follow along as well. I want you to be right there with me so we can all learn and we can all grow together. I'm going to be live streaming as many of my workouts as possible. I don't really know what time, but again, I'm throwing everything on YouTube. I'm throwing as much as I can online. Content creator Swift is here. Content creator Rob is here, and I want to teach you guys, and I want to show you guys what it looks like. So, yeah, thanks for coming. Peace.